Mario time! Woohoo!
Topic Podcast, all things Nintendo.
Welcome to the Topic Podcast. We are here. We're live. It's Super Mario Wonder Reaction Day, and we're live. Welcome. I'm gonna keep this keep Mario in the background because it is Mario Wonder Day. Isn't this like the best soundtrack ever?
I love the music.
Right? It's like you were explaining, Joyce, like you were saying when we were talking, it is a happy game. It is a game that keeps you smiling. The soundtrack keeps you smiling. And today, man, I was smiling during that podcast. I mean, during the direct. It was awesome.
It was so awesome.
We are here reacting to today's Nintendo Direct. Nintendo just went ahead and gave us a, what do you call that when you, out of left field, Direct on the 31st, on the very last day of August, when everybody was talking about September Direct. Nintendo, wait, hold your horses. We got something for you. The last day of the month, and we were treated with an amazing Nintendo Direct with one of the, I think, is it the biggest side-scrolling Mario game right now? Is it? The
I
biggest?
think so.
And I think the most innovative. Bowser He's not even Bowser anymore. He's a castle. We'll talk about that later on. It's awesome. So how is everyone doing? I want to start with the cast. We have the one, the Doctor of Hyrule, Joycey J. How you doing, Joycey?
Hello, everyone. Good evening.
Good evening. And then the one, we got the Dr. Nintendo himself, Miyamoto's neighbor, Charles Martinet's cousin, Paul Gale Network. What's going on, Paul?
Talk to me, Paul.
I'm doing good today. Thank you. Very good. It's been an awesome week so far.
That is awesome. Awesome. And then Paul Gale has to go after leaving tomorrow, right? Tomorrow to Seattle.
Yes, I'm leaving Friday night and I'm getting there, a couple hours later.
Yeah.
And I'm only staying for one day, so I'll be there for just till Saturday night, and then that's it.
Wait, what'd you say?
He's going.
I'm leaving Friday night and I'm coming back Saturday night.
It's not like you're saying you're getting married, and I was like, wait.
Oh
I
no!
thought you already were married.
I'm leaving on the airplane Friday night.
Oh,
yeah.
And I'm sure you got good news, Paul, because you're gonna play Mario Wonder. You'll be able to play it. It's there.
This is what I wanted. Several weeks ago, I said it would be really nice if we had a Nintendo Direct or a Super Mario Brothers Wonder specific Direct on August 31st, because that would increase the chances a lot for having that game playable, or potentially other games if it was a bigger Direct at Nintendo Live. And we got one of those two things.
If
that game's there and playable and full capacity, that's kind of what I wanted. That's like an E3 level amount of fun in at least the 6 hours or so that'll be there. Yeah,
and I think that because it starts tomorrow, it starts Monday. It's 1 through the 4th.
Friday through Monday.
Yeah, it's a 4-day event. I know it because I'm like, wait, it ends on my daughter's birthday, so since it's the 4th. I'm like, so our original plan was if we get accepted, we were gonna fly over there and be from the 1 through the 4th and have a birthday over there. But that's where it's taking place. It starts tomorrow and it ends on the 4th. I'm already seeing footage from people out there saying it's there, and people are having fun with it, just looking from afar and pictures. I know the Completionist uploaded a really good video of him playing, because he went to the back also, and he was able to play before the Nintendo Live. So he went to the back and he was able to play. He made his video and got permission for it to release. So you should look at that video up. It's really cool. It shows a lot more than the actual Direct, which is pretty cool, and he does a good job explaining. But yeah, Mario Wonder, what a wonderful game. A wonderful game, right? Super awesome. And let me go here over the chat here. I want to get some reactions. What did you guys think of today's Direct? Right now we have Zach saying surprise Directs are always the best Directs. Right? Surprise Directs are always the best Directs. You are completely right. We got here O System Central. Mario's voice after Super Mario Brothers Wonder will be me confirmed, and Charles goodbye. Games and consoles: Super Mario 3D All Stars, Super Mario Galaxy 2, Switch 2, 35, Switch OLED goodbye. Okay, that was a good message. And let's see here. And that's it. Basically, that is our topic for today, Mario Wonder. But before that, of course, we have a good question to ask the cast today. Is what have you been playing lately? Let's start with Joycey.
The usual. Todka on my second playthrough. Going real slow. I don't even know how many hours I have, but I'm going real slow. For those who don't know, I'm going to add a little tidbit in here. I love to write. Been writing since I was in first grade, since I got my first diary, journal, or whatever. And I love to read, so there's that. So even though I don't know if I'll ever publish, I'm trying to still get up the guts to do it. I need to, and I write all kind of different things. I don't have a specific genre I'm stuck in, but I do write a lot of Zelda stories, not fanfic. There's fanfic. That's not some of that mess you see on the internet. And then there's people who take stories really, really seriously. So I've been kind of going through Todka again as well for story ideas. And I was telling the guys here, I was like, now I know what I feel is missing. Maybe one of these days, I'll write it out for the community, and we could just have fun with that in our Discord or something. We'll see. Maybe we'll do a story time, and I'll read you guys a story. I don't know.
Yeah.
And of course, always got to have some Splatoon going. It's not a great week without without a good losing streak in Splatoon. I think I've lost about 4 games this afternoon so far.
Yeah.
How many have you won?
Maybe 5.
Sweet.
2.
That's good.
Did you play with us? Did you play with us during the tournament we had?
Yeah.
You did, right?
Yes.
I actually had more fun than I was expecting to have with Splatoon. I actually had a lot of fun with that game.
Once you learn it, you're gonna like it, because I know you were kind of like with Clan Blitz. You're like, okay, wait a minute, I'm not familiar with this one.
Yeah.
But Clan Blitz is it's not my favorite, but it is fun.
Yeah.
So yeah. I think me, Charles Trudell, and Natsu sometimes play together.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, you can be our 4th.
Nice.
We'll carry you. We got it.
And Paul Gill, what have you been playing?
Man, I hope next week I could say Super Mario Brothers 1.
I bet you will. Trust me, I bet you will.
Yes. But lately, Pikmin 4, and then I went back to playing Super Mario Odyssey. Sorry, beat the game plenty of long, back in 2017, so like almost 6 years ago. And then I've also beaten it with my kids on both of their respective files, but it's just something fun to jump back into once in a while. So in the last week, when I wasn't playing Pikmin 4, trying to get closer to beating it, I've just been playing Odyssey, and it's a wonderful game. Like, I love that. That's one of my favorite Mario games of all time, probably. And, not trying to beat it, just getting some random moons. And I love when I look at the save file of when you got that moon. I was like, dang, this game, in each of the 6 years that it was out, I have gotten some moons, because there's so many in there, and you don't have to feel like you have to get them all in order to enjoy it. They're just there to have a little bit of a little bonus, So it's fulfilling enough to get the proper amount, but not something that you feel bad about that you didn't get everything. Kind of like the Koroks. They're in overabundance.
Yeah. That
you have a little nugget of treat all throughout the world, but you only really have to get X amount to fulfill your inventory quota. The rest is like, it's just something. So anyways, Odyssey, love it.
So that's interesting. I didn't know that. There's more Koroks than you need in Tears of the Kingdom to
you only need a few hundred, maybe 250. I don't know the number, but there's just a few hundred that you need to have every shield, every sword, every bow and arrow slot available, and then like the last 600 something are just for extra fun. Those things like Breath of the Wild, which Breath of the Wild, that was my goal. I need to get as many things to fill that up, which was like 300 or 280. And then I just went on for fun to be like, whenever I see them, I'll get them. And I have like 500 of the 900, and I probably will never get all of them, and that's okay. I have what I want. The rest is bonus.
It's more to make sure, I think, that you get to every spot on the map.
Okay.
Because for completionists, it is. We were talking about the completionists earlier. There's certain things that you think would go to your completion total actually don't. I'm trying to remember exactly what, but how when you find a new area and it says discovery, all of that counts towards your completion. So a lot of a lot of bridges, all the caves, that sort of thing. So you always find a Korok in those new areas. So it's kind of like it's letting the game know, like, hey, you've been to this area. Even if you haven't explored it, it doesn't matter. You've been here.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna start over.
Which one? Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna start from the beginning, but with that in mind. Take my time this time. I already played. I already saw the story, but this one, just take my time, enjoy the game, enjoy the area, explore as much as I can, collect as much as I can, try to fill the inventory. Just with that in mind. With I could probably take a year or two just taking.
You got till at least 2030.
Oh yeah, for the next one to come out. Yeah. Or hopefully they bring Wind Waker and Twilight Princess to Switch. Hopefully one day. And
as far as another 3D mainline. Zelda.
Yeah,
I suspect nobody's told me this.
Mhm.
Paul can ask cousin Miyamoto.
Mhm.
I suspect we might get a top down Zelda. We're past due for one of those.
Yeah. You think
Way past due.
like a remake of one of the maybe Oracle or other one?
I think they can do it brand new.
A new one. That'd be awesome. That would be cool.
I
Though.
would love that.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Also, I just love Zelda, so I don't need a reason.
Do you think they can make it like in the way of Link's Awakening? Keep that form style for the new one?
I don't know if they do the same design twice for if it's a brand new game.
Well, yeah, it's brand new. You're right.
Yeah, because they'll do that if it's somehow tied to the prior game. They'll keep the same art style.
Yeah.
I could see them doing it on the same. Now, forgive me, y'all. I'm not a technical person, but I think they could do it on the same engine. Because believe it or not, Twilight Princess is actually on Wind Waker's engine. Vastly different art styles.
Yeah.
So yeah,
that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Well, on my end, I've been playing. What have I been playing? Well, I went back into Splatoon because I had more fun than I was expecting. So I went back into Splatoon. I played a little more Splatoon when it comes to online mode, and that same the tower one, the one that you have the little tower. I played a little of that, a little bit of Mario. Just literally staring at Starfield. This is Starfield, right?
Ooh.
Starfield is out for the ones that ordered the premiere one. That it's not the most expensive one, it's like the one in the middle. You get it 5 days earlier, so today is where I'm gonna start playing Starfield, and I cannot wait. That game has me so excited. I love outer space. I love exploring. I wish I was in that. I wish I can go back in time so that I can go into become Air Force and then become an astronaut and then continue up to there. Learning space engineering. But that's enough. I'll do that in my next life. Anyway, but yeah, I love space. Sci-fi stuff, everything. I love Alien. To me, that's not a horror movie. That's just a sci-fi outer space movie where you shoot aliens. and Metroid was inspired by Alien, which is pretty cool. I doing the research, I found that. Well, that's pretty cool. Miyamoto watched Alien, he liked it, so that's pretty cool. But yes, I'm looking forward to that game. I'm not playing anything else. Oh, I'm actually, I bought a Nintendo 3DS, and I'm looking for the connector thingy where you can actually
capture card.
Yeah, for the 3DS, because I have a Link Between Worlds, is it? That's the same thing as Link's Awakening, right? That's what you're saying, Link Between Worlds.
A Link Between Worlds is the quote unquote sequel for A Link to the Past, but it's
the past. Yeah.
Technically it's just the next one in the timeline. I don't know how much of a sequel it is.
Yeah.
But that's debatable. We'll debate with that one day. Me and Paul.
So I got the 3DS, and I got that game. So I'm looking for that connector so that I can play it on my TV because I can't see the screen system. But yeah, that's what was that?
Is yours the new 3DS XL?
Yeah, the new 3DS XL. Yeah.
Nice.
That's a nice one.
Yeah,
I need to go plug mine up because I bet mine is like I know where it is. I hope it charges.
It still might have a charge. I remember when I had my Game Boy, which one was it? Game Boy Advance SP. I had it at my parents' house, like in my old room and stuff like that. And many years later, I went back to it, like turn it on. That thing still had a charge. Same with my old school DS Lite. Those things
really
like 8-10 years, no problem. Not like a smartphone where you turn it off and like it will drain.
Yeah, that's true.
Different type of power.
That's technically the only thing I have that has Ocarina Time of Majora's Mask HD on it. So, yeah, I really should plug that thing in tonight. In fact, I know exactly where it is. I'm looking at it, and it's in that drawer over there.
See here, and I think it's a good way to go ahead and go into news in my corner. Let's see here. Of course, we had to switch the Wonder today, so we'll talk about that later in the topic. And yeah, does anybody have any news in their corner that they would like to share? And Paul, you have some
drizzle season for Splatoon 3 starts tonight, 7 p.m. Central, my time. I'm excited. And we're getting new weapons and we're getting new stuff. But most important, Salmon Run now has Grisco Dapple Doolies. I'm excited for that because Doolies are my jam. That's my weapon of choice. So yeah, Splatoon I'm very, very excited.
Are eating well. I mean, they get all these updates and Splatfest and events. I mean, that game is doing pretty well. It's a really good community game. Hopefully it does win community game of the year, although it's been already out for the year already, right? Been out for already 2 years.
It's fun. Somebody in the chat even said it a little bit earlier. I believe it was J2 Blue in the Sky. They're like, oh yeah, just Splatoon's fun even when you're losing.
Yeah, it's such a great community game that it's always getting love from Nintendo, you know, like it keeps, there's a lot more. If Animal Crossing out there, cozy people should have gotten that much love, people would have been happy, but they abandoned it after 2 years. But
I have a theory about that.
Yeah, you want to share?
I think they released what was supposed to come out over a few years. I think they condensed it because of stuff that was going on in the world at that time. And you know, Japan has a different work culture, you know, work from home. What is that? You know, where over here we've always had optional jobs that work from home before we were all kind of forced to. So I believe they were like, well, we still got to keep the party going. You know, we're just because we're not in the office, we still got to keep going. We still got to keep moving. And so I think they released certain things a little bit earlier, just like I think Tears of the Kingdom took longer, not because they took a year of polish, because I think 2020 just really, really messed up the game. Messed up the schedule. I'm sorry, messed up the schedule. A lot of people don't want to give them credit for that, but I gave everybody a break for 2022.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
For 2020 also. There we go.
Yeah, and part of 2021. Like I will say like the first half at least. But yeah, let's see here. Paul, do you have any news or numbers in your corner?
In video game sales, I mean, we got our Famitsu numbers, and the top 10 was another mostly Nintendo dominated one. Bless you.
Excuse me.
We had 8 Nintendo Switch games making up the top 10. One was PS4, one was PS5, and that was Armored Core 6, which I haven't played yet, but one of my buddies, Victor Lucas, he kind of raved about it. Like, I was checking out his live stream, and he said it's a really good quality game. And just hearing other people as well, if you like mech-based action shooters and stuff like that, third-person perspective, that looks like a solid title. So I might check that one out eventually. And then the other games, were made up by Nintendo Switch, and the console was also the best-selling platform, I should say, of the week in Japan. So Nintendo Switch is doing so well in Japan that like a lot of people thought, okay, 2022, it's going to just go down from here. But it's selling so well in Japan this year, it's only 200,000 behind. And you're like, well, that kind of proves the point, right? It is going down. But for so many weeks, it started off a little lower, but for so many weeks, it's been cutting that distance. So it's slowly catching up, basically, from like the beginning to now. So I wouldn't be completely surprised if 2023 beats 2022. Maybe not worldwide, but at least in Japan. So yeah, not too much news. I did have some exciting things happen over the weekend.
Yeah.
On Saturday, I spent time with Charles Martinet.
Nice.
That was cool in Long Beach at the Collecticon, and I also met Patricia Somerset. We were talking about her earlier, the voice actress of Princess Zelda. She was really cool, and we took a nice picture together. And then Christina V I met, and she voices several things like Shantae, that half genie hero, if you're familiar with Shantae games, and from Nintendo specifically, Hestu, she was the voice of Hestu, and Tulin in Tears of the Kingdom. So had some nice.
Really? Wait, I didn't know that.
Had some nice Nintendo voice actor fun, and in particular with Charles, the main thing with him was that was the first time that I got to introduce my kids and him in person with each other.
Nice.
And he was even saying, like, oh, I've seen you so many times FaceTime over the years since you were like this big, and now first time in person. So that was pretty nice. And my mom came to that event with us. So,
Aww.
that was also cool, because remember, I told you before, they talked on that phone, that one time like 23 years ago or 22 years ago. So kind of cool.
That's sweet.
So that was nice. Got some good pictures, good talk. And that was just in Long Beach at the Collecticon. So
that's awesome.
It was only a 2-day event, but totally worth going to.
Next time you go to an event, record something, do a little report from the entire podcast so we can play it, and then you can like while we play, you can think this was that. It'll be awesome to see all that stuff. Thank you, Paul, for sharing. That's just a wholesome story there, man.
It really is.
Yeah,
it's very full circle.
Yeah.
If you want, I put the little video up, so if you want to put it on Mike Odyssey YouTube page, you could go ahead and do it too.
Oh yeah.
Like I don't mind, you know what I mean? Like
that's good.
However you want to title it or use it or throw it in for something fun. Like Charles did 2 little videos for me.
Yeah.
One was the first video of him as Mario Ambassador, speaking as Mario. And then the other one, since my wife is a preschool teacher, he did a little, hello, Miss Kim, preschool class. It's Mario, you're number 1. So then my wife, she could like play this video, go to YouTube and play it, or her phone, whatever. And so for her little preschool kids, like forever, they could have a Mario. Mario? You talked to him? He said, "Where the oh my god!" Like I can just picture now. They're gonna think it's the coolest thing ever. So he was really.
I low key want a video like that.
Yeah, right.
Play it for myself.
Every morning. Good morning, Joyce. It's me, Mario.
I know. Wake up! You're gonna have a number 1 day.
Yes. And then I go into work, and it's like, oh Lord.
Man, I'm go out today. Let me just listen to this. You're number 1. Thank you. I feel better now. Go on through my day.
Pretty much.
Good stuff.
Go ahead.
Oh no, I was like, good stuff.
Yeah. That's awesome. That is super awesome. And Nintendo Live is gonna be tomorrow starting, and then ending on the 4th. It's gonna be awesome. Paul's gonna get there and hopefully bring back more stories from Nintendo Live, and hopefully really good experience playing Mario Wonder, which is awesome. News in my corner. I have good news for Pikmin fans all over the world. Yeah, good news for Pikmin fans. It looks like, with the entire Mario Wonder thing, press reached out to Nintendo. They had a conversation with let me see here, creator of the director of Mario Wonder, which is, I have his name here, something Hashi. Let me see here. Yeah, it's Takahashi Tezuka. He directed Mario Wonder, and while he was talking to him, they ended the interview talking about Pikmin for some reason. Like, jump to Pikmin, and they wanted to ask, because Pikmin is doing pretty well. Pikmin looks like it has turned into an evergreen game, and it's actually picking up more and more. People are picking it up and enjoying it more than the prior games. And so he stated that Pikmin fans this time around, they will not have to wait as long as they did for Pikmin 4. Pikmin
nice.
4. Yeah, so they're going to be working on Pikmin 5 and hopefully release it a lot sooner. It's going to be shorter development time, because I'm guessing they're using the same engine as Pikmin 5, Pikmin 4, which looks amazing on the Switch. I can't imagine how it's going to look on Switch 2. It's going to be crazy. Other stories here in the world of Nintendo. This one Paul is going to like. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles will be the next Fortnite collaboration. So they're bringing the Turtles over to the Fortnite people. I don't know if you play Fortnite.
Yeah, I pick it up now and then. Yeah.
But yeah, it looks like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, they're going to make it over to Fortnite. the version from the movie version. So it's pretty cool. Like the animations of the characters from the actual movie. So that's pretty cool. And let's see what else. Oh, Tokyo Game Show. Nintendo Live is also going to Tokyo Game Show in 2024. So they're gonna be over there too. There's a lot of speculation that Nintendo's going to Tokyo Game Show. They're doing stuff. I'm gonna say right now, I don't think there's Switch 2 this year. I am 2024, Team 2024. There's a lot of speculation out there. Oh yeah, Nintendo's going to announce at Tokyo Game Show. Is that what you call it, right? Tokyo Game Show. Is that
Tokyo Game Show?
Yeah. So that's the speculation. In my opinion, that's not gonna happen. We just got a new OLED today announced, and Nintendo has already their holiday lineup. This is Nintendo's holiday season. I think this is the last season for Nintendo when it comes to the Switch. When it comes to the holiday season for the Nintendo Switch, I believe this September could be the last Nintendo Direct for the Switch by itself. It's not that the Switch is going away. I think that the Switch will coexist at least for a year or two once the next gen comes out. But I think this is the last Nintendo Direct that we're getting for the Switch by itself in September. There could be November, but who knows what's coming. But that's basically the news in my corner. There's a couple things here and there. We can go ahead and sidetrack and jump into today's Nintendo Direct, the one that came out of nowhere but surprised everybody, and everybody has ended up with a smile at the end. We got our Mario Wonder Direct, which got 15 minutes, and they used every minute of it to talk to us about the game. We learned so much about it, right? We all have something to say, and one of our co-hosts here on the channel couldn't be here today. First, I want to give a shout out to Linz and Vandy. Vandy and Linz could be here today because it is Thursday, because we decided to switch it to Thursday, the Direct, to follow the Direct, and we have a live reaction. So Linz and Vandy are out there. Shout out to you guys. Hope you're doing good. And also Mr. Nintendo Land Landon also sends his salutations. Is that how you say it? Salutations. But he also send us a video that he made specifically for you guys in the chat, for us in the podcast. And we're gonna go ahead and send it over to Landon first so he can talk to us about what he thinks. He did an amazing job resuming everything, and then we'll take it out from there and give our thoughts on what we believe, what we think about that Mario Wonder game and the presentation as a whole. So guess what, Landon? Take it away. Let me go ahead. Take it away, Landon.
And the rest of the podcast crew, I'm so sorry I couldn't make it there today. I know, trust me, I wanted to talk about this game nonstop, but Mike asked me to give some of my thoughts on this Direct, and I just thought I'd tell you guys how I felt about it overall, and I am just completely amazed. I'm blown out of the water. This is truly one of the most phenomenal looking 2D games Nintendo has ever made. There's so much love and charm put into all the characters. It just truly feels like a world that I cannot wait to explore and be a part of. But I guess let me just talk about some of the segments real quick and break it down on what I thought. So first off, the world is phenomenal. It looks amazing. I love how each world and level has a really unique theme. Just because you're in the snow world doesn't mean you're going to get just the same looking snow levels all the way throughout it. There's like different sections with different levels that look different in each world, which I love so much. Like this cave area with mushrooms has like a lava portion to it, and it has like a little beach portion to it as well. And I like how the levels kind of, flow from world to world. You might see some beach levels flow from the beach world over into the next world until eventually switching themes. And I love how it doesn't feel segmented. I love the themes that we've gotten from each level, as well as they all feel very unique and fresh. Just because it's a jungle doesn't mean it's a regular jungle like we got in New Super Mario Brothers. They might have some type of funky twist to them. And I just love how some of the areas look in this game. It really is a beautiful game through and through. I love the character selection. direction. I like the addition of Toadette and also Nabbit, even though Yoshi's and Nabbit are a easy mode. Since all the characters play the same, I really hope we do get additional characters as well. I don't see why they couldn't do that, especially since none is really different the way they stand out. They all work exactly the same. The transformations are exactly the same. They definitely could add more characters eventually later on. I love the characters we have. The enemy designs are amazing. I truly don't think we've ever seen so many new enemies in a Mario game ever. I mean, there's lots of returning ones, but man, there's so many brand new wacky ones and cool ways to take them out too, instead of just jumping on their heads. Like you have to unravel like this mummy by pulling the cord, and I just love stuff like that. Instead of just the traditional ways to take out enemies, you really have to think outside the box with some of these, and I love the designs. They all look so expressive and interesting, and I just can't wait to dive into them, take them all out, of course. I really love the melon piranha plants. They remind me of Yoshi's Island all the way they shoot out like this machine gun seeds. It's awesome. I was kind of upset that they didn't show any boss battles, because I think with some of these new mechanics to take out enemies, boss battles could be a lot cooler, but I guess they're saving them for a good reason. There must be some very interesting ones coming. I really love the items and power-ups. I know having elephant models of all these characters are going to be our doom with the internet. You know how they are, but I absolutely love how they work. I love how Elephant Mario is just this big powerhouse truck, and I like the bubble flower. That's really cool. You can make platforms. I can see speedrunners going crazy with these things, and Drill Mario returning from Mario Galaxy 2 in a 2D space, being able to drill on the ceiling underground. That's really, really cool. The Wonder Flower events are amazing as always. I really love the one with Luigi running on the back wall. I thought that was one of the coolest things I've seen in a very long time. The way they incorporate the birds flying through the bricks, so it opens up a new path for the, flip side of the stage. It's just so good. Like, that idea is phenomenally well done. I really love Mario turning into a Goomba. Obviously, that Odyssey reference again, and just having Mario transform into different things is going to be so much fun. I once again really hope they incorporate that into boss battles. That would make them really fun as well. But once again, we're just going to have to wait, I guess, to see those as well. As far as the badges go, I really like the badge system. I think it's very unique. It doesn't feel really gimmicky. I'm normally not a big fan of attachments or badges and stuff like this, but you can only attach one, which makes it less convoluted and very simple to use. You get to practice them in dedicated stages, and I really like the dolphin kick because I'm going to be equipping that every single water level just to blast through the level as fast as I can. I love all the different little quirky things that you can add to your character, and it's really going to make replayability huge to go back into a level. You might say, man, in order to collect that coin, I need this certain badge. I need to jump back into that level with it, which is going to make it a lot of fun to replay levels and make the game stretch out longer than it normally is, which I really do like. Sensor is really cool too, especially if you're really trying to find a hidden gem that's just taking you so long. And then we have co-op, which I know is going to be a painful situation for a lot of people. There's no real online co-op. You can play with each other's ghost. Speaking of ghosts, I like how when you die, your character turns into a ghost. But you can actually play with each other, and you can even create a party in a room. But you guys are all ghost characters. You're not actually completing the game or really completing the level together necessarily. You can just play and see each other, and you can even set up like a individual race, which I thought was really cool, racing to the end of the stage. But there's no proper like Mario Maker 2 where you can play along with people, interact with them, interact with things on the stage together and stuff like that. Yeah, that's completely gone, which I know a lot of people are going to be upset, but goodness gracious, if you've ever played Mario Maker 2's online, it is filthy, terribly bad. Like, it is so laggy, it is so messed up, it just does not work right. I'd rather just play alone or play local co-op at that point. But until Nintendo can fix that, I think this isn't really a big deal breaker. There is stuff to do online, like you can play, in online lobbies with people as they're moving around. You can collect items from them and stuff, which is cool. But I know some people are going to be upset that they can't just, actually play through levels with their friends online. But I like how Mario Wonder is just one of the best looking games that we've gotten in a while. Is it super hyper realistic and amazing looking like Luigi's Mansion 3? No, but it has its own little cute charm to it, and I just think it looks so good. The colors are vibrant, the stages are beautiful, the enemy designs are great, the expressions are all over the place. I absolutely love it. I think this game is going to be one of the best Mario games we've gotten in a very long time. I've always been hyped for Mario games, but never this quite hyped for a 2D Mario game. My hype is through the roof. For people that want that red Mario Switch, go ahead. I'm not a big fan of it. It's just red to me. I like the little designs on the back, but yeah, Mario Wonder is looking legit. I can't wait to talk to you guys more about it when I get back on, but I will see you guys again here shortly.
All right.
Thank you, Landon.
That was Landon.
Well said.
And guess what? I'll just go ahead and play it again, but I'll just lower the volume. That way we can go ahead and look at the footage while we talk about it. All right. And I'll just do this. There we go. Now we have a soundtrack. We can talk about it while we look at it, right? And I want to get it over to Paul. Paul, what do you think? What did you think today about the? I mean, Landon did a fantastic job summing everything up, bringing everything together. There's a lot of things that I heard from Landon. Like, wait a minute, I didn't catch that. That is awesome. I love the fact that the game there's so much to do in the game. There's a lot to do in the game other than just power ups. There's so many abilities you can get. Look at Bowser. Bowser's a castle now. It's crazy. So, what are your impressions of this Mario Wonder presentation, Paul?
It doesn't look like a quick copy and paste or a cookie cutter Mario experience at all. Mario games for the longest time I thought were the pinnacle of the year. Like if a 2D Mario game came out, it used to be a really big deal. And that's how I felt growing up. And that's one of the reasons why it became one of my favorite franchises. Mm-hmm. Super Mario Brothers to 2 to 3, they were events. World, significantly, bigger and obviously better graphics and stuff like that. Some people debate between 3 and World, but anyways, it was that next one. Yoshi's Island, the same thing. Super Mario 3D games, same thing. For a while, the new series was that new, and then maybe you could say that style visually kind of overstayed its course, but were still really good games. Mm-hmm. This looks like top quality 2D Mario, where you have the biggest roster ever. You have what looks like a pretty good challenge in levels, so that if you want that challenge, mm-hmm. go for it. You're not going to have an easy time with every course. And as we get into Worlds 5 and 6 and 7, and maybe that bonus one 8, I guarantee you there's going to be a world or some levels that are like, dang, that is hard. Mm-hmm. And if you've been playing Mario games or platformers for a long time, you do want that experience. You don't want it to be miserable, but you want a tough challenge. And mm-hmm. Nintendo does a pretty good job more often than not in having a nice balance. Like some of the sophistication that they put into the stages say, there's a lot of different ways that you could go around it. And with the badges, that's going to add to more replay value, because some stages you're going to get different gameplay experiences. Do you want to have a running course? It almost looks like this happy marriage of what has Nintendo learned over the last several years. It has brought in fans. Well, it will bring fans into this game mm-hmm. from Super Mario Run on iPhone and iOS, because one of the badges is constantly run. Yeah. It will bring in some fans from Super Mario Odyssey, because you at the very least can be Goomba Mario. Mm-hmm. It has, this top-down perspective, not quite, but Luigi running on the wall scene. Mm-hmm. It has co-op. I teach university classes, right? So most of my students are like 18 and 22 years old. I just went mm-hmm. back to teaching this week. Yeah. A lot of my students, we were talking about this game today because they woke up and they saw it right before a class started as well. And their first game of Mario was the new series. Mm. So they actually have really fond memories of that. And they're like, oh, I can't wait to play 4 players again. And when we go on to, winter break, like, when my brother's going to come back in town. Like, so people are looking forward to 4-player 2D Mario. Like, that is a good draw. Yeah. The running. So, some people aren't the biggest 2D gameplay fans because where's the complexity? I don't have that RPG element where I could see myself leveling up. If you kind of think of these different power-ups that are not the normal power-ups, but the badge system, that's almost like an RPG-like metric that Nintendo put into the game to add more depth, more replayability. And you have your easy mode, which they've done in the past with Nabbit, and I think that's smart. And I actually, think that this online setup is pretty smart. You want to have a happy experience, and if you're not going to have full-on voice chat and everything like that, you're probably going to have an experience that is interrupted by some people accidentally or purposely because they want to be silly, throwing you off, getting in your way, making it unnecessarily complicated. And you'll have that opportunity to talk and communicate better in person. But online, if you're not going to go all the way and make it as perfect as it could be with modern voice chat and all that stuff,
Mhm.
this is the way to go. Because these ghosts, I thought, like, when we saw that little glimpse of like online NSO required, I was like, what could it be? More than just a leaderboard. Maybe it'll be playing against someone's ghost. It is,
Mhm.
but it's live. So it is a full co-op experience.
It
It's
is.
just 4 people playing solo at once. And I think
Mhm.
that's a happy medium. So it's co-op and it's not, but you still get to see and still have that satisfaction of other people see you. You could all get the same coins. You could all do that. So it just takes away the competitive element without it, which means that it makes it more fun and not frustrating for some. Where some would say, no, I want that competitive element. But for some, if you're not going hardcore with it, it
Mhm.
will become frustrating and competitive. So I think Nintendo reached a happy middle ground with that. I'm happy with it. I think making your own lobbies is cool. The music in the game is lovely. The voice acting is nice.
Mhm.
The stages look cool. I'm I'm just really, really stoked. I was smiling for like
Mhm.
a good 15 minutes straight. The one thing that I'm surprised that they didn't show off, but they might not want to reveal all of the chickens before the eggs have hatched, so to speak, and that is an elephant Mario amiibo.
Yeah.
I'm positive that that thing's got to be cooking, and you're gonna get some heavy piece of plastic, chunky, elephant Mario for the holidays, because that's an easy $16 thing that I'm definitely gonna buy and stick up on that shelf.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it's really cool. I mean,
Yeah, and you have a point there on the multiplayer aspect,
yeah,
because not only are you're playing by yourself and you're playing with your friends at the same time, you're all playing just one game instead of interacting, but it also serves as a, let's say, oh, I have this really difficult level, a friend can jump in with me and do the level, and I'm like, okay, that's how you pass that level, and
yeah,
moving
you
forward,
could they can help guide you.
yeah.
So that's pretty cool that you get that.
Mhm.
And you triggered a memory from that event, and that, like, that the posting a sign
Mhm.
like, watch out for this little area up ahead.
Yeah, that's true.
I think that's pretty good too. Or pay attention here, go in this direction, like kind of like a little Mario Maker-esque. So that's one more thing they
Uh-huh.
pulled from Mario Maker. So they've been pulling from several different things that have been successful for them as of late. And I like all of the new enemies. I think it's
Mhm.
cool that we have throwback iconic characters. I'm stoked for the boss fights. Like this, I'm heavily biased towards liking Mario,
Yeah.
but it also looks so good that right away, I know for me personally, it's probably going to be an instant Game of the Year contender.
Mhm.
I don't know if it'll win. That'll be
Yeah.
hard to beat Tears of the Kingdom as of right now, but this is going to be platforming excellence, and uh,
It's getting something. It's gonna get
it's going to be
something.
awesome. It's going to be, it's going to be a good game. It's going to sell like crazy.
Yeah,
I
family
think
game of
that
the year, yeah, family game of the year, platform of the year, something. It's gonna get something.
it could be a close to 10 million opening weekend seller. I
Crazy.
don't know if it'll hit quite that. That's
Mhm.
like, Pokemon and Tears of the Kingdom numbers, but we are talking 2D Mario here.
Mhm.
2D Mario has usually sold more than 3D Mario.
Mhm.
This is also 2D Mario on a 132 million selling system by that time.
Mhm.
It also has that holiday appeal, the multiplayer appeal, the hype after the movie, the
Mhm.
hype after the park, the hype after the movie sales at home and on streaming. So maybe that 10 million isn't too far fetched for an opening weekend, but
Yeah,
it's going to be crazy. And I love it.
I love it. Take it away, Joycey. What are your thoughts?
It's Mario. I was sold just when they said, "Oh yeah, new Mario," and I was just like, I don't need anything. I don't need a title. I don't need anything. I just need a date and where
Yeah.
I can pick it up and everything else. I mean, Mario is one of the is really the OG of gaming of the gaming as we know it. What I mean, back in
Mhm.
the us 80s babies, we remember. We know what it was like back then, and oh, my controller died.
Mhm.
Thank you for telling me. Okay, So we remember what it was like, coming off of Atari and different things, and just Mario was just like what we think about Mario Wonder now. That's kind of what we thought about Mario Bros as kids, and it's like the original Mario Brothers, and it was just like, wow, it's colorful and it was so fuzzy, and it was like 1 frame per second and everything else. So so for me, it's kind of like, wow, I've really legit grown up with Mario. I've legit see all the different iterations, all the different changes. So I know what I'm getting. This is one of the things I will always say about Nintendo. I know I'm getting an experience, and I know I'm going to enjoy it, regardless of what it is. Even some games I haven't tried. And Mario always delivers. There's really not okay, and I know some people might disagree with me, but there's really not a terrible Mario game.
I agree.
There's some that aren't my favorite. There's some that I like more than others and things like that, but it doesn't really have a terrible game. And that's hard to say for a game, for a character that's quote unquote this old. Because how do you reinvent the same thing? And I don't know why I ever question Nintendo, because I'm like, what are you going to do next? I mean, he jumps and it's colorful and it's pretty. What are you going to do next? Well, okay. And it's almost like Nintendo saying, bet, Joycey. Okay, we got you. And they always blow my mind. Odyssey blew my mind, of course. One of definitely in my top 5 favorite Mario games. I would definitely say it's more like number 3. This one I could see kind of sneaking into my top 5 as well. So I'm just very excited. I did watch the direct because I wanted, but I more listened to it.
Yeah.
Because and I was kind of saying this to you guys earlier, so I'll tell the chat. Mario, you kind of know what you're getting, so I kind of feel like watching too much of it. I mean, I'm watching it now because I wanted to hear Landon's point of view, but you kind of know what you're getting, so I don't really want to see a whole lot more.
Yeah.
Because everything's going to be a surprise. Whereas, Zelda, they hide way more than they ever show in any of the trailers, and Zelda's always been that way. So, with Zelda, it's very easy to say, okay, so we get to use Ultra Hand, and we we fly, and okay, what are they hiding? That's kind of where your mind goes. With Mario, it's kind of like, I'm going to have so much fun with this, and I'm going to just be smiling like a goofball the whole time. And I am not I'm not great at games, y'all. I'm just going to tell you right now. That's why it takes me so long. And I'm terrible at platforming. So this is going to be a challenge for me, and I like those kind of challenges. So I'm just so looking forward to it. I think Elephant Mario is the cutest iteration of Mario. It beats Cat Mario. I'm sorry. I thought Cat Mario was the best, but Elephant Mario is.
Oh yes.
Elephant Mario is my jam now. He is adorable.
I agree.
He's so cute.
I said no. We definitely need a plushie ASAP. A plushie of Elephant Mario, all of them, because right now I think the cutest one is Peach. Peach Mario, Elephant Peach is.
Oh, they're all adorable.
Adorable. Well,
it's cute. I don't know what else to say. It's just so cute.
It is.
We haven't seen Elephant Yoshi yet, correct?
No, it's not gonna happen. They already said it's not gonna happen.
I was wondering. I was like, "What?" I felt like I was missing something because I purposely wasn't really looking.
Yeah,
and,
they said that the Yoshi is a character that your kids play when they play Mario for the first time. So it has characters in the game that your kids play when they actually pick up Mario for the first time, because they don't get damaged. Yoshi, or what's the other guy's name? The little
Toad.
Nim. What's his name? Nebbit. Yeah, Yoshi and Nebbit are characters that they don't receive damage. The only way they actually lose is if they fall down like a hole or something like that. But it's like, okay, here I'm gonna give this to my 5-year-old, 6-year-old. Here, play. The character you have to select for them is Yoshi, because they don't get damaged. They can just enjoy the game without worrying about the enemies and stuff like that, and just jump, and help them through the game. So that's the reason the power-ups don't work well on them. it's because they're players, they're characters that are meant for the younger generation or people who just want to go through the game without even go through a level without worrying about enemies. You can do that with Yoshi and all the calls Yoshi and you said Nabbit, right? Nabbit.
Yeah.
I used to call him Nab. I don't know why I used to call him Nab.
I think he was introduced for the first time in New Super Mario Bros. U. That might have been it.
Okay.
But
so yeah, when it comes to Yoshi, that's the role he plays. Not only that, but Yoshi. Oh man, I feel so sorry for Yoshi. Okay.
I know what you're gonna say. Him carrying
He can be written by everybody in the game, okay, including the elephant. The elephant Yoshi, the elephant riding Yoshi, okay, and then the face that Yoshi makes when the elephant jumps on top of it, it's priceless. I love how they added more emotions to their faces and reactions to the characters instead of just having like the generic face like the new Super Mario Bros. Wonder. Right here they're showing Yoshi here. I hope they show them like getting on a thing. But when that elephant Mario jumped on Yoshi, his face was like, "Oh, are you serious?" You know, it was something. It was hilarious. So you can even write Yoshi with another Yoshi. So everything in the game can ride Yoshi, but Yoshi can't use any power ups. He's just Yoshi. That's like, oh man, they should have given Yoshi a little more love, you know. But that is one of the things that I like the most about the game. They added that little thing, you know, because it is, I think, a more difficult game. It looks to be a more difficult game. It has it has so many elements in the game that I think it's more for people who have played Mario Bros. Before. So it'll be a very fun challenge for us Mario fans. And I love that they added those two elements of Yoshi and what's his name again? Nebbit, right? Nebbit. They added those two elements of Yoshi and Nebbit being these two characters that they don't get they don't receive any harm or any attacks. The other little thing here that you can see on the game is these little flowers. They are hilarious. Those little flowers.
The flowers are gonna have their own game one day.
Yeah, they're hilarious. Those little flowers.
What's over there?
Yeah, I was like, what's over there?
I like the little voice acting. Like, how'd you get up here?
Yeah, exactly. They're just like, and then they see the randomest things, right? It's funny. It's hilarious. So I think that was like a really good addition to the game, just to keep you on your toes, because you can be like trying to jump somewhere, all of a sudden the flower comes over, like, hey, what are you doing here? Like, what? So,
like what?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm gonna die a lot in this game. That's totally cool though.
And I think that's the thing about it. You know, that they add so many elements to the game, and you know, you have your regular power ups, right? You got the flower power up. You got the I didn't see the ice power up here. I just saw the flower power up. The fireballs. I call them boogers, fire boogers, because when in NES era, Mario looked like he was actually like picking his nose and shooting boogers like that. So we always used to come like little boogers, like fire boogers. But there's these badges you collect that give them extra abilities and affect the way you play, which is crazy. There's one badge you collect that makes stars fall from the sky, and then the way they fall, it looks like shooting stars falling down instead of just like a star coming down like that and just jumping up and down. They fall from the sky like they're shooting stars, and they are the power-up stars, right? You grab it, you can, you know, get through the game, which is pretty cool.
That's the invincibility star, isn't it?
Yeah. And the way they introduced them here is really cool, right? They're stars from the sky, so they're shooting stars. You just have to catch them while they're falling down. What else did you see? Did we see here? Yeah, the little ghosts they're hilarious too.
I gotta say something about the ghosts. Story time. When my youngest nephew, he's a whole grown man now. He's like 35. No, he's like 17 now. But when he was a little one, like around 4, Mario was just the love of his life in a way, and he was the cutest thing. And I love to play. see, and I get all my Marios mixed up. So which was the one on Wii?
Super Mario Galaxy.
Yeah, the new Super Mario Brothers was there. The side scrolling new Super Mario Brothers, and then
it was the one where you could bubble.
Yeah, Galaxy 1 and Galaxy 2 on Wii.
I think it was the Wii, or was it Wii U?
If it's the 2D one where you could bubble to each other, then that's new Super Mario Bros. Wii.
Yeah.
I think it was that one. I just remember we beat it, but I don't remember which one is which. But he would, I would die all the time, and he's like 5 at the time, so of course all of his muscles perfectly work. And so he's like, Auntie, why did you bubble? Why did you bubble? Auntie, stay in the bubble and follow me. Okay? And I'm like, kid, do you understand who Mario is? Me and Mario knew each other before you was born. Okay. Before your mama had you, and he would just criticize and critique me through the whole thing. And you can't get mad. And how mad can you really get at a 5-year-old? Yeah. So it's like, he's so like picking on me, but it's the cutest thing ever.
Yeah. Stay in the bubble and follow me.
Stay in the bubble and just follow me, Auntie. And and of course he has like this. He's 17. He's 17 now. So he has this crazy deep voice. He's like way taller than me now and everything. But I still hear that in my head, sometimes. So when I saw the little ghost, I was like, I'm not playing with D anymore. But that made me think of that. And I was just like, oh, with the little ghost is back. So, but if I do play with him, at least there's a way for me to just follow him around as a ghost and not interrupt him while he wins the level.
That's awesome. I had a moment like that with my daughter, my adopted daughter. I'm the oldest one, and she was I think she was 7 or 6. It's not even gaming related. It's just a moment like that one where we were driving pass by here in Florida. We have a whole bunch of farms here. Sometimes we have a whole bunch of cows just there. You guys are from Texas, and I don't know. We have these farms with a whole bunch of cows everywhere, right? And then instead of, we would think, oh, look at the cows, so many. He goes, so much meat. Oh. Like, what? So much meat?
She wanted a burger.
Yeah, I'm like, she didn't see the cow. She saw meat. So much meat.
Dad, let's go get steaks now. Wait, what? Is that what you thought about?
Yeah, that's hilarious. And then surprisingly, we actually ended up having burgers that day.
Nice.
It was funny, but yeah, I mean, yeah, like Josie said, we're kids from the 80s. We know Mario. We literally grew up with Mario, literally from NES, Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64. We've seen Mario through all of his evolutions. So the gist about Mario is that they give you the story right in front of the game. Oh yeah, no, somebody's kidnapped. Bowser's there. You have to complete the levels and go and defeat Bowser. That's it. That's basically what it is. There's no real story to it. It's just a lot of fun and a lot of smiling, and a lot of competing and a lot of you know what I mean? So and believe it or not, that's what they did with the movie too. The Super Mario Bros. Movie, yeah, they did the same exact thing, and that's what people loved it because it's Mario. You don't have to make this over the top story for Mario because Mario doesn't really need it. It's just there's only one. Bowser is a bad guy. He kidnaps something or does something bad. You have to defeat him and bring peace to the Mushroom Kingdom. But this time we're in the Flower Kingdom. And is this the first game that I don't remember? Is this the first game that we have in the Flower Kingdom?
No. Or was I don't think it was. I don't know what game it was because, like I said, all the Marios kind of start running together for a while. But I think there was a Flower Kingdom level. In one of the games. Paul, help me out.
Okay, so let's go over all the games. We have.
Hold on, let me look it up.
we got of course Super Mario, NES, that's Mushroom Kingdom. Super Nintendo, that's Mushroom Kingdom also, right? Well, actually, it's not it's not Mushroom Kingdom. It's a dream. Never mind. It's not even real. Super Mario World, and Super Nintendo. That was also Mushroom Kingdom, and then we jumped over to 64. We only had Mario 64 and then Mario Party and all that stuff. Well, only Mario 64 we had in the Nintendo 64, so that was Mushroom Kingdom. It was literally just a castle, and then we went to the Wii, right? The Wii, the GameCube, and during the GameCube we had Mario Sunshine, right? Mario Sunshine, that wasn't even in Mushroom Kingdom, that was in the Delfino Island.
Plaza.
Yeah, and so then after that we got Wii, where we got Galaxy 1 and 2, and then we got the new Super Mario Brothers franchise. That's when it started, right? With the Wii, the new series.
Yeah. Well, DS.
With DS, okay, yeah.
DS in 2006.
Uh-huh.
And then the sequel for Wii a couple of years later, and then New Super Mario Bros. 2 after that,
Yeah, so this is the first full game that takes place completely in the Flower Kingdom, which kind of opens up the universe a little more than it is, right? For Mario, because hey, there's Mario the movie 2. I'm pretty sure they're planning it right now. What if it doesn't take place in the Mushroom Kingdom and it moves over to the Flower Kingdom? You know, and this is just a game that kind of introduces people to the Flower Kingdom, so that when the movie comes out, oh, we know the Flower Kingdom, we know all these little new enemies and stuff like that. And then so it's pretty interesting, because I know that there was that debate whether this was a Mushroom Kingdom and this was just a brand new design of the Mushroom Kingdom. And then there were those who were smarter than me, because I didn't know. They were saying, oh yeah, no, this is Flower Kingdom. And it turned out to be, it is the Flower Kingdom, and the Flower Kingdom looks amazing, looks beautiful, so there you have it. That is basically there's a lot to the game, guys. The game is huge. Landon also went over all the new enemies that we have now. We have new enemies never seen before in any other Mario game. And the cool thing about it is that you how you defeat them is not the same. You just don't jump on top of them. There's one that you have to kind of get close to them and pull them and unravel them or something like that, which is pretty cool. Look at these levels right here where you actually have to climb on little mushrooms. There's power-ups or flowers that make you blow up into a balloon, right? And then
we've seen in that one, but we've seen that before.
Yeah, and
the balloon Mario.
Yeah, we've seen them. The little balloon with the little P on it. The little balloon with the little P on it. They flow around.
Super Mario World.
Yeah. Yes, Super Mario World. Yeah. But in this time it's a flower, so it's like a real power up instead of Mario just eating a balloon, which is kind of you question, like, how did Mario eat that balloon? What is his body made of that he can elastic like that? But there you have it, guys. I want to go ahead and get some expressions from you guys in the chat of this. Blue said, I like your hat, Mike. Thank you. I don't remember the hat I'm wearing. Oh,
it's a green one.
It's a green one. It's in honor of Mr. Luigi. Because I'm always wearing the Mario. I want to give Luigi some love. And Luigi's the man. Luigi's the man. And I'm gonna go ahead and go to the chat. If you guys see anything in the chat that you would like to highlight, in regards to the game, right here it says, I thought I turned him into an elephant would be a peanut. That would be cool. That would have been cool. Cool design to turn into an elephant.
That would be cool,
right? Apple egg elephant deal. Let me get that one. But the idea of a peanut turning him into an elephant, that would have been really cool. That would have been awesome.
What I was gonna say, I think Bowser and Mario are like my favorite frenemies.
Yeah.
Because is Bowser really bad?
I don't think so.
I mean, he doesn't really hurt anybody. You know what I mean? Yeah. Or is that just me? He doesn't really hurt anybody. He's just like, I'm gonna steal your friend Peach. We'll be chilling over here. Go through an obstacle course. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even in the movie, it was kind of like, you're not really bad per se. You just don't make the best decisions.
Yeah. He goes. I think he goes. He takes love and goes about it the wrong way. He feels love and tries to, and even here, even in Mario Wonder, he's not even kidnapping Peach. Peach is right there. So.
So what did he do to the kingdom? Or maybe the flowers are all possessed and they're just like, go beat up Bowser, and you're just like, okay. I don't know.
Yeah, he grabbed mega flower they had, like the main flower or whatever, and he ate it, and he turned into the castle. So now Bowser is an actual castle, not just himself. He's an actual big giant castle, which is just crazy. So it's very
and then
weird.
the thing is it really his fault? I mean, does he have childhood trauma? Because Ganon has to turn Hyrule upside down. I mean, they just went through a calamity and an upheaval. And Bowser's just like, oh, I'm not going to destroy anything. I'm just, bonk. It's almost like Taggart kind of thing. And I just kind of really like that. I think they're more cute than anything. And I really realized that at the end of Mario Odyssey. Spoiler alert, if you have not played Mario Odyssey, why haven't you? It's good for you. But when at the very, very end of Mario Odyssey, when Mario rescues Peach from getting married to Bowser, and they're both just sitting there brokenhearted, comforting each other, and Mario's patting him on the back, and I'm like, that's so adorable.
Yeah.
Forget Peach. That's the story I want. I want to see the friendship here.
Yeah.
So they're my favorite duo as far as quote unquote frenemies are concerned.
Really?
Yeah. Say it again.
Peach turned into the real villain there. Yeah,
pretty much. Yeah.
She got
saved.
Didn't
say thank you.
Yeah, she got saved. They saved her. She's just like, just walked off.
Yeah, that was what kind of soured that for me. That's one of the reasons I was kind of like, when I was done with Odyssey, I was like, okay, I'm kind of, you can't even say thank you. We at least came and got you. Anyway, that's a whole other podcast. So anyway, well, but it just looks cute. I love it.
It's gonna be sooner than later, Joycey, because you know how I'm doing this series. I'm calling it Nintendo Beyond. Where the first episode was What If Mario Never Existed.
Yep.
The next episode
I watched it.
The next episode is called What If Mario Was the Villain. And it hits a lot of the points there on how Mario just abuses of Yoshi. How
that was perfectly timed with that.
Yeah. Right. You know how Mario just takes Yoshi, jumps up, and just leaves it or drops him wherever. It could be lava. It could be this and that. It's Yoshi. Mario's real relationship with his brother. With Luigi. So there's a lot there. It's a fun video. It's coming soon.
I'm sad. I love Mario and Luigi's relationship, but I get more of that. That was one thing about the movie I did like, that you got to see a little bit more of that. And I was like, y'all are so everything. I'm sorry. I know I'm using all the big baby words, but all I can think of is like adorable and cute and colorful and sweet, because that's what Mario makes me feel. It makes me feel very happy, and it's just very, very, very sweet series. And the movie, what was one of the highlights for me was Mario's like, I'm going to go find my brother. That's how this works. That's my brother. I adore my brother, and I love that. I think it's such a sweet relationship. So can we talk about this Switch though? The OLED?
Let's do it. Let me pause it right there.
Yeah, right there.
Right there. That's the only.
Okay, here we go again, y'all. It's cute. It's adorable. It's sweet. Red does happen to be one of my favorite colors.
Mine too.
Yeah, actually, it is. I think my most favorite color, and it's odd because I don't own a lot of red stuff, but I have different accents. Like my favorite coffee mug is red. Things like that. I really, 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 really like the red Switch. The only problem is we kind of already did that.
Yeah.
And I remember, was it you that did that mock-up with the cloudy blue and pinks and everything?
Yeah.
I thought that it would have been better to go into a different direction, even though I understand why Nintendo did it. Because when I first saw it, I was like, didn't we already have a red one? Why are we doing this again? But I thought about it because I was like, well, that's kind of Mario's signature color.
Yeah.
Even though he's red and blue, but mainly when you think of red, you think of Mario when it comes to gaming. So I get it, and I like it, and I low key want one. I don't need another Switch. That'll be my fourth Switch. I don't need it at all. I low key kind of want it.
I gotta confess, I pre-ordered it today.
It's not. Is it up on Amazon?
Yeah, it's on Nintendo.com. They have it on their website, and also
Okay.
Best Buy also has it already on their website. Hopefully, Amazon also. I like Amazon because it doesn't charge you until it's time, so you have time to get that money out there. Pre-order it, keep it there. And also Best Buy did it too. Best Buy doesn't charge you until it ships. So I pre-ordered it through Best Buy today. Because my top cut. This wasn't planned. This was just planned. Today during the live stream, I started live stream. We did 2-hour live stream for our 15-minute show. So we did a 2-hour live stream. So we played Mario Kart, and then we have one of our subscribers who man, this person is just so active, so nice in the chat. I mean, and I found out today, for so long being active, and you think they know and they're involved and they're playing games and stuff like that. No, they're a family of 4. He doesn't have a Switch. He never had a Switch, and so he's here joining our live streams and our tournaments and just like chatting, congratulations and this and that, and so happy. And like, man, all this time I thought they had a Switch. I on the spot I gave them my Topka Tears of the Kingdom OLED Switch. I'm sending them the Tears of the Kingdom Switch with Mario Kart, so that their first thing the family can play. You know, it's family of 4. We got Mario Kart is a multiplayer game. They can have fun, and they can be present in the next tournament. So I'm like, okay, I got rid of that Switch. I'm gonna go ahead and if they do announce one, I'm gonna go for that one, for the Mario one. And then
I'm not giving away my Zelda anything.
Yeah. So I did give I even if they didn't announce the Todka thingy, I would have still given it away, because how can you be such a nice supporter of the channel and not, and then I find out you don't have a Switch? Are you kidding me?
I will buy you one, but I'm not giving you mine. But I will buy you one.
Yeah, that's not gonna that fast. We have a super chat here that I want to go ahead and read. Let's go ahead and highlight it. Thank you so much. Mad Cup Studios, thank you so much for the 999 super chat. Says, can't wait for Mario Wonder, and I like the badge system. Maybe Rosalina will come back. Yeah, that's the thing that Nintendo Land said. That the system, how they have the system with their characters, it has a possibility of actually getting more characters, because they all have the same exact power-ups, right? Nothing changes between every character. They all have the elephant power-up. It's not like they all each have their individual power-up. All power-ups, all of the main characters, they do have their individual mechanics. Like Luigi, of course, jumps high and he can glide down with his hat, right? And of course, Peach can glide with her dress, like that. But when it comes to power-ups, it does open the door for them to add more characters in there, right?
Yo, you think it's gonna be like the Smash roster?
Hey,
we just gonna be grabbing folks left and right to come play in Wonder.
Yeah, and they have all this this entire cast here. I'm sorry, but they bring Link over, and usually Link turning into an elephant.
I want to see Samus turn into an elephant now.
Samus, right?
I want that in my life now.
With the suit.
Mario and Donkey Kong, just like the movie, recreate that scene.
Hey, that's true. Donkey Kong I think Donkey Kong is a more relatable character they could bring into the series, right? Just because we've already seen Donkey Kong power up, which was to me the coolest scene in the movie for me. Seeing Donkey Kong grab that flower and just go like this with his fist.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, that was a really cool scene. But
I'm still laughing at the fact that he was laughing at Mario for getting the cat suit.
But yeah, Mad Cup, yeah, you are onto something. Rosalina could literally make it onto Mario Wonder. I don't think that's the end of the character. I think we're gonna see more characters, and that is super awesome. Did I just highlight that?
I think that yeah, you highlighted it again. It's okay. I think that's might be DLC. I was looking at some of the comments on Twitter and stuff like that, and one of the people I follow, the real big Nintendo fan, Stealth 40, I think it's Stealth 40K, something like that. and he loves all kind of different games, but he always loves Nintendo. And he was saying, you know, I could see Rosalina coming back and you know, in DLC. And then I started thinking, I was like, what's the DLC gonna look like? I hope we get DLC.
Yeah.
I hope we do. As much as I'm always excited for, well, I'm always excited for Mario, period. Because A, I know we're gonna eventually get it, and B, I'm gonna enjoy it. But I kind of wonder how that's gonna work with a mainline.
Yeah.
Because now, Paul, you correct me, or Mike correct me, anybody correct me. I'm assuming the same team that works on the mainline Mario games. I did not look this up like I should have. Do we know?
You mean like the side scrolling and the main 3D Marios?
Mm-hmm.
As of my understanding, they're not the same team, right? They're two separate teams.
So there's a team working on a regular 3D quote unquote mainline Mario and right now probably, right?
Yeah, Takahashi was the director for this one, and he was also the director for. Let me see here. Isn't Takahashi what the person that Miyamoto left behind as his replacement?
Takashi Tezuka has been around for a very long time, working like hand in hand with just about every single Mario game since the beginning with Mr. Miyamoto. So him being on top of this, that bodes very well. And I don't think they announced yet if Koji Kondo developed or directed the music, composed the music for it, but probably he's also been the music man for a big portion, if not all, main Mario and Legend of Zelda games.
Yeah.
But I don't know if the Nintendo EPD team specifically did this game or if they're just doing that next mainline one. Yeah, I don't think this was done by them.
He don't miss with music.
Yeah.
It's almost to the point where I'm kind of like, I think I know who probably did this, or who did this score, or who arranged this, or whatever the case may be. Because even if you play some Mario games, like if you if you get away from like the main story and do all like some of the little extra stuff they have around, I'm like, good Lord, who's making beats in the studio? This is nice. So, but yeah, I was just wondering if it was the same team, because we're getting a 2D. So, because I'm thinking in terms of DLC, because I'm always trying to find a way to elongate all my games.
Yeah.
If there's DLC, if or it has the team possibly moved on to the next Mario game or the next 3D Mario game or something of that nature that's probably already in the works. But if it's two separate teams, they're probably might be working on the DLC for this, which is thoroughly exciting to me. I don't know if we're going to get DLC for Taka. I don't know if we really need it. But I definitely think we could add even more to this. That and the fact that, like I said, I'm always just trying to elongate my game.
Yeah. And really fun note here about Mario Wonder. This is the first Mario game that they do without a deadline. They started the game. They just took their sweet time and just kept working on it until it was done with no deadline in mind.
How many years did it take? Does it say?
It doesn't say how many years it took, but there's more to the game. So I'm guessing, it's more coming in DLC. And the fact that it didn't have a deadline, that means that they were able to work on the game, finish it, polish it, bring it to gold, and then still work on more stuff and have it ready, And I this is like I think that explains how big this game is when it comes to all the little elements that it has, when it comes to the badges, the online play, the power-ups, the level, the details of every single level, right? It's like Landon was saying, the ice level is not all ice. It is what you would find in a place where there's ice, but it's not all ice. It's more, it's more diverse in that way. And then the transition between worlds, you can actually see within the level when the world starts and then the other one begins, or the only one ends and the other one begins, which is really cool. Man.
I just want to get an IV and inject it into my veins right now. I really, really am excited. I'm really excited. There's a lot. Gaming, the fall season of gaming for me is looking very, very nice right now.
Yeah.
I'm doing some stuff around the house, so
Mhm.
So I haven't been spending a whole lot of money. But when I go shopping, because you save a whole bunch, and you save half of that, and you save another half of that, and then you go shopping. So when I start buying stuff for the house, I'm going to pick up some more games. So I'm finally going to play Sparks of Hope, which I've been really, really dying to play, and Bayonetta Origins, and I really can't wait to sink my teeth into this. I'm going to be busy this fall. That's a lot of games. And I'm still finishing Taka again for the second time. And I'm not even close to even, like my first playthrough, I'd already finished all the regions. I haven't, I think I've done 2 regions and I haven't done any, and I've just been meandering around sort of thing. So I'm just really excited. And I'm just trying to convince myself, do I want to get another Switch? I really, really, really don't need one.
Mhm.
But it's red.
Yeah.
And I like red.
And
I'm scared to put skins on my own Switch because
Yeah.
I don't know. You don't know what you're always ordering. You know what I mean? And it could
Exactly.
damage it. I'm always scared of that.
Yeah. I don't put skins on mine either. Even my phone, like even my iPhone, I get a clear one. Well, I get like a color one. I got the black one, so I want the clear ones because I want to see the color of it. Same thing with
I got mine's clear too. Like I literally bought this phone because it's red.
Exactly. Yeah. I used to
I
have
literally bought it for red.
That Nintendo Switch is calling your name.
It really is, right?
It's a powerful centerpiece in your living room or bedroom or somewhere. Like it looks attractive. Like
it's beautiful. And look,
simplistic, but hot.
Paul, you're really trying to talk me into it. I saw this really pretty shell on Amazon, and it was a beautiful, like that violet blood red. Oh, it was so pretty, but it was a shell, and I'm just scared of what it could do to if it could damage my actual Switch. I don't know. Maybe chat knows a good place to order that stuff, and I don't have to worry about it. But it's so pretty. See, that one I'm not as wild about because of the blue.
And I can tell you the main reason I got it. I did like the blue, but I actually I love the carrying case. That's the
carrying case is cute.
That's a true Mario thing because it has these really cool patterns that I wish that they used in other things, and I haven't seen this pattern anywhere else. I wish they made like a t-shirt in red and they have these pattern like this of Mario. Be cool. But yeah, I have that one, and this is in the box. There's a Switch in there. I'm just leaving it there for collection. Maybe I'll sell it in 10 years and get some money from it. But
that's what I was thinking. I was like, if nothing, like Paul said, it's like it would make a good centerpiece, or something. Because I gotta do there's all kind of stuff I'm gonna be doing in here. It's gonna be crazy in about a year. And I was like, oh, but then I'll have like my OG Switch, and then I got my white OLED, and then I got my Tears of the Kingdom, and then I'll have my Mario. Oh, see, 2 on each side of the TV,
Each side of the TV.
But then I'm not gonna want to take it out of the box. I only took the Taka one, the Zelda one out the box, so I could play Taka on a completely different system. So I could start the whole game over without deleting my original save file. I have no idea why that's so serious.
What about a different account? Because Nintendo Switch, you could have 8 accounts on one platform.
Yeah.
I told you I ain't technical. If it ain't an on and off button, honey, I don't know what to do.
Oh, so this could be a useful one. Like you could add multiple users up to 8 per Nintendo Switch, so you could have 8 completely distinct save files of Tears of the Kingdom on one Nintendo Switch console.
Yes,
I did not realize that.
Yeah.
I think because when I did it, I was just like, I don't feel like looking this up or anything. I'm just gonna open up my other one because I'm never gonna sell that, even if it's worth a $1 jillion in 10 years. I'm never gonna sell my Zelda one anyway.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I won't sell I wouldn't sell my Mario. I wouldn't sell my special edition ones. So yeah. And also, if we're getting a Switch 2 soon, I know it's not Switch 2 talk, but indulge me, y'all.
It's always
chat. Indulge me.
Always.
I think we might possibly because there are certain things that Nintendo likes to do more than once because it works. I could see them announcing it in the fall, winter. You know, kind of how they did with the first Switch. They do the video and it's the long, you know, commercial, and then they don't talk to us for like 6 months, and then they have the big, you know, reveal, and then they explain everything that it does. I could kind of see something like that happening. So that's why I don't think it's going to be like at any of the events or anything like that. They're just going to hey guys, we're doing stuff. Come look. Hey, okay, well now we're not going to talk about it for 6 months. We'll let you guys talk about it. You know what I mean? So with that, with the possible new Switch on the way, I'm like, dude, do I really want to buy another one? But it's red.
On that note, what you got? But you gave me a you actually brought something to my mind. New Switch means price drop. So even at that point, right?
This one ain't going down. Not if it's brand new, unless they don't sell even one, which that's definitely not going to happen.
Well, let me tell you something. I went to Target yesterday. I think I have the pictures here. Was it yesterday? It was this week. I went to Target, okay, and I had to take a pictures because, well, it literally was full of Nintendo Switch OLEDs. They had every single Switch in stock, including. If you can see here, if you can see it.
Pull it back a little bit.
Tears of the Kingdom.
Oh, and you should charge your phone too.
I should. I'm really bad at that. But like, what's Tears of the Kingdom one? That's a Tears of the Kingdom one. They had the all the OLEDs and white. They had everything on there. All the OLEDs white. All the Switch lights in every single color. The base model. They had the Animal Crossing edition. I mean, they had literally everything there. Everything. And it was stocked there. It was like, oh man. I mean, I hope they do a price drop soon. If they do, I'm picking up another one. I'll pick another one. You know, I'll get another Tears of the Kingdom one, and just to have it. But there's demand. There's a lot of Switches out there, you know, in the field, new, and they just announced a brand new one just to add to that one, so they have to make space on that shelf there for the newer Switch. I sense a price drop coming. I don't know when, but if things start to slow down, Paul will know about this. He'll keep a finger on the pulse of how sales are going. If things start to slow down and things are not selling, I mean, holiday season, things sell. Maybe that's.
I think that Mario one. How much did they say they wanted to sell this year, Paul? 15 million. Was that right?
15 million, and they're easily on track.
Yeah.
Because I think that Mario could push them at least to 15 million. I will say that. Collectors, I don't think the scalpers are going to touch this one because it's going to be too out there. But collectors, people like me who just like red, regular gamers, maybe they still have their OG Switch and they're just like, oh, well, you know, I love Mario. I'm going to totally get this one now.
Yeah.
Because this one seems a little bit more, I don't know. It's like Mario, like edgy red Mario, if that makes any sense. I think the blue kind of keeps the blue with it kind of keeps the cartoony fun kind of it, but this is like it's red.
Yeah. bloody red.
Yeah, something like that. So yeah. I don't know. I'll decide. I'll probably get one.
If you were a fan of the Nintendo 64 back in the day, or the Nintendo GameCube to an extent, where they had multiple colored systems, they weren't themed, they were just different colored, then this system could be for you because it's a matching set. It's a red dock, it's a red Joy-Con on the left and the right. And if you just like red, or you just want something that's so striking and awesome in your entertainment center, it's not white and black, which is usually what entertainment center things have, or dark brown if it's like wood, you know. But console-wise, black and white has kind of taken over. So if you want something that pops, but you're like, you know what, I don't want it to forever be as beautiful as that Pokemon Scarlet and Violet artwork one is, or some of the other ones that have themes on it, like Monster Hunter Rise or Dragon Quest or Tears of the Kingdom. If you don't want it to forever be on it, Splatoon, Animal Crossing, that's another nice one. That's cute.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I like it, but my mind's not always in this game forever. So I don't want to always look at that. I'll always like the game, but I don't want to get tired of looking at the game. I just want a piece of art from a console. Some people do operate like that. This red one's going to be just fine for them. And
yeah.
So, your wife had an easy time decorating y'all's house. I already know. Because I think he just sold me. Sorry, y'all. I haven't been feeling well this week.
Feel better.
So I will. I'm fine. Excuse me. Sorry. So I'll probably pick it up, like I said, just because it's red. I think Paul convinced me. I mean, and then I like the little silhouette of Mario in the corner, and then when you take the back off, the little coins are back there. I get a kick out of that.
Yeah, somebody pointed out that that's an Easter egg because that's the same coins that are on level 101-1 from the.
I thought I recognized it, and when you're going down to the first underground place.
Yeah,
so I was like, I know that formation. I've seen that like a million times.
Yeah, if you look at the dog, it looks like it's like little platform, and the coins are just on top of them like that. It's pretty cool.
I wonder if they'll do the traditional, even with Mario. I wonder if they'll do the traditional, where the very first scene is the same. You have the question mark and the 3 blocks with the question mark, and then the one Goomba that's coming at you. I wonder if they'll keep that tradition. I think that's cute. That just about every Mario game starts out like that, like the very, very start.
You got the mushroom and the Goomba.
The mushroom and a Goomba, and it's just so cute. And you get like a coin or whatever. And then after that, all the other games are like completely different after that point. But anyway, I think this Switch can help them get to their 15 million goal for this year. While I personally, I'm just happy with the Switch or whatever. Everybody else wants a new one, so I'm just like, okay, well, Nintendo better announce something soon. Especially if we're going down.
Yeah. Especially there's still Mario the RPG that is also coming out in November, right? Mario RPG, and then we have Pokemon Pikachu, Detective Pikachu Returns, and also in November. That's November,
Isn't
right?
Pokemon also getting DLC too this year?
Yeah.
Another DLC.
Yep.
I forgot which one it was for.
And WarioWare.
And WarioWare.
Yeah, Pokemon. What's that? Oh my god, the glitchy mon. I call it glitchy mon. Glitchy mon, Scarlet and Violet.
Is it Scarlet and Violet?
Right. Yeah, Scarlet and Violet. Right? Scarlet and Violet. Yeah.
Violet.
That was the last one.
Yeah.
Now I wish Linz or Vandy was here so we could ask them, because they know.
Yeah. No, but
they know the date and time and everything.
Pokemon. They just announced a new DLC for Scarlet and Violet just recently for Area Zero.
That's right, they did.
Yeah. And that was 2 ways. So the first one is a huge part of the game, and then the other part is takes place in the sea, which is crazy. It's another DLC that's coming out next year.
The first one's September 13th, and the next one is like February 27th.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then we're still supposed to be, and I joked about this on Twitter a few days ago. I joked about this on Twitter a few days ago. I said, because Splatoon 3 is supposed to be getting the real big DLC. We're getting, of course, our regular updates, new weapons, new clothes, that kind of fun stuff, new maps. But the big DLC is called Side Order. And I said, and I'm just like, we have heard absolutely nothing about Side Order. And like, it's starting to become an urban legend, like Metro Prime 4. And
yeah, it is.
So, somebody tweeted me. They said, "We know that it's definitely coming." It was another Splatoon fan. Like, it's definitely coming, and I'm like, I don't know, because I mean, Nintendo's good about being really, really quiet on things, but usually with an active game like this, it's kind of like, y'all been too quiet, because this is like during the games, while it's out there and alive. It's not like an urban legend like Metro Prime 4.
Yeah.
Paul, are we sure Metro Prime 4 is real? Can you call your Uncle Miyamoto and ask him?
So
It's coming.
this is
It's
the
on the
latest.
way.
This is the latest on side order. It's funny. It says, Splatoon 3 expansion pass paid downloadable content. It was revealed through the teaser trailer during the February Nintendo Direct. Okay, February. That's
Okay, maybe that's not that long ago then.
Okay.
Maybe I'm being impatient.
It's scheduled to release before December 31st, 2024.
20. See, it used to say 2023.
Yeah, now it looks like it's delayed. Maybe it was delayed. They just put a placeholder date, December 31st, 2024. So there's a chance that it might not come out to next year. Maybe maybe
it was supposed to come out this year.
Yeah, maybe they'll announce it in February Direct. In the February.
Maybe.
Yeah, or maybe in this Direct. Who knows?
Because I'm pretty sure we're still getting a September.
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah. So if they
Direct.
might.
What'd you say, Paul?
I said September 14th, Nintendo Direct.
September 14th.
Get ready for it.
Is that your prediction?
Yeah.
It's a Wednesday.
What
right?
day is that?
Thursday.
Thursday.
Have we done one on a Thursday?
Today. today.
I'm talking about a mainline Direct.
Yeah, we have. They've
done Thursdays before.
Yeah, and they're normally the second Direct in the year, the last Direct in the year. Normally Thursdays, Wednesdays or Thursdays, but they have it on Thursdays.
When's Tokyo Game Show?
And
I know it's in September, but when?
September towards the end.
September when?
September. I don't know. September. Tokyo Game Show. I was gonna put Game Fest.
Thursday, September 21st, 2023 through September 24th. So that's a Thursday through Sunday. So Directs usually go before Tokyo Game Show, right?
Yeah, right before.
Okay, so clear out my entire calendar for the next 3 weeks. Okay.
Yeah, but I think that we're gonna have a really good Direct this time. A pretty good Direct. I think Nintendo's gonna surprise us with good games, and I think we're all gonna be happy. From Toxic fans to Mario fans to Splatoon fans to Pokemon fans.
Tadka fans, we're not getting DLC.
Yeah. No, I mean,
at least not this year.
I mean, when it comes
not
to
this year,
something Zelda related, there has to be something Zelda.
We're getting Amiibo. Let's go be happy. We just got Zelda fans ate this generation. We ate well.
Yeah.
Let's be quiet for a few years.
Yeah. Did it come out yet? The Ganon Amiibo with Princess Zelda? They haven't come out yet.
That comes out December, right, Paul?
I don't think they have a release date yet.
So maybe
I thought they said December.
Well, we'll find out.
We'll find out, but but I don't think I truly don't believe that Tadka's getting DLC. Well, okay, a 2% part of me thinks that we could get DLC because I see where the DLC could go.
Yeah.
But I don't see why we need it. And the other thing is, if we did DLC, if they go with some of the ideas that I think the direction the game could go into, you might as well just make a whole other game.
Maybe
just make another game.
Maybe Nintendo's been on like riding the waves lately, so everything has waves now. Mario Kart has waves. Splatoon has waves. Maybe Tadka will have waves. Wave
no
DLC.
We don't need one. Unless you're going to give me my Master Cycle back, because Tadka's too big. And it's like, oh, well, you can build your own car. Yeah, well, you know what? You gave us a motorcycle. I want my motorcycle back.
You'll get extra wheels to use.
Give me the ability to be able to build my motorcycle.
You can build Mario Kart. You can build a Mario Kart track in Tadka.
I think I saw somebody attempted it.
Yeah.
I don't think they had enough parts or something in the game didn't work, something like that. But I've seen so many different creations. It's
crazy.
It's wild. But yeah, so September, I was hoping that we would get side order for Splatoon 3, and I was hoping we get another Metroid drop. Guys, I don't know how this slipped into Direct predictions, but I'm just running my mouth here. I'm actually very, very, very tired. Like I said, I haven't felt well this week. But yeah, I'm thinking, and I'm hoping something else from Metroid, like Metroid 2. What is it? Metroid 2 Echoes, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Prime too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we get, or if we don't get side order for Splatoon 3, we at least get an update. I expect a blurb or something to be about Mario Wonder again. Maybe an individual scene we haven't seen before. And
demo.
I don't think they're gonna. I don't think they're gonna do a demo.
It doesn't need it. It doesn't need it. But
it doesn't.
Yeah.
The only anybody who Mario's Mario.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's certain Mario's an OG. He's a legend. He's all that stuff. You know what you're getting. You don't need a demo. You want a demo? Go play the last 800 games. Okay, that's the demo.
All right, I think we have reached the end of the podcast.
Yeah, because Auntie Joycey is loopy. I am tired.
And she finished her entire cup of coffee already.
Yeah. Yeah.
And of course, Paul is also tired. So, guys, thank you so much for being here. I want to go ahead and kick it off to Joycey and Paul so they can tell you what they have going on, where to follow them and catch them. Go ahead, take it away, Paul.
On Twitter and YouTube, and what I put up recently, if you want to see the first footage of Charles Martinet in his role as Mario Ambassador, that's on my YouTube channel. So that's a little something that's fun. And on Twitter, I put up the pictures that I took at that Nintendo, well, not the Nintendo event, I should just say the Long Beach Collecticon event.
Yeah.
And yeah, stay tuned for this weekend for pictures and videos and feedback from Nintendo Live. I will put up first-hand video footage of me playing the game if they allow it, and anything else that they have. So yeah, pretty stoked.
I'm stoked.
You're gonna be able to tell us about it next week. I'm excited.
Yeah, that's be awesome. It'll be awesome. I can't wait till next week just because Paul's gonna play it this week. That's awesome. And Joycey,
I know somebody who played Mario Wonder already. Huh?
Hey, what do you have going on, and where can we find you?
When I tell you, I took my medicine a little bit earlier. That's why I'm so loopy, and then I had coffee.
Got a wonderful.
I'm so tired. I'm so tired. Find me at DJ Joycey on Twitter. I don't have a YouTube or anything like that. I'm not that interesting. I'm just an old lady who loves video games.
She's interesting. She's very, very interesting. She is the doctor of Zelda lore. You want to know anything about Zelda? Ask her questions on Twitter. She always has a response for you. She can always educate you and help you anything you need help with because she's helped me a bunch. So yeah, she is very interesting. Don't let her fool you like that.
People DM me on how to beat bosses in old games. And the fact that I actually remember, I'm like, oh yeah, that's Star Lord. Oh yeah, I know how to beat him. That's easy.
And you can catch her at joycj.com. I would think everything's Zelda with a whole bunch of guys.
Yeah, I know, right? And all my short and long stories that I've written that Nintendo still has yet to buy.
Well,
hey, Paul, have Uncle Miyamoto call me. I got a script. It's like, Joyce, this is PG-13. We can't do this. You want to make this money?
I could see them.
I'll split the fish.
It could be a PG-13 movie.
It would be PG-13. Yeah, the one I wrote would be PG-13. It would be it would work. It would work. I don't know if you'd want to bring your little kids, but you could definitely bring, your 12-year-old, your 13-year-old, that sort of thing. Yeah.
And
this ringing in my ear. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine, Jersey. You're fine. And well, you can find me here at the Odyssey channel, Mike Odyssey. We have Monday through Friday news. Although I have to admit, I've been doing voiceover news a lot just because the editing has been easier on my eyes when it comes to voiceover. I just add a clip to it and I talk instead of having to clip and fix my voice and my face a lot. But once I get that fixed, I'll be able to get more and more on-camera news like I used to before. I know people enjoy more on-camera stuff because they feel more a personal connection, right? So I'll get back to that soon. I have the new series going on. If you haven't not yet seen the video, What If Mario Never Existed? We follow the life of Mario from the beginning NES until we go over the world if Mario has never existed. I'm working. Episode 2 is in editing right now. I actually have an. If you want to know why that series looks so good, because I'm working with a friend who's helping me edit the videos. I do part of the editing. He does all the animation stuff, so it looks really, really cool. And shout out. He doesn't want to be mentioned, so shout out to you. You know who you are, but I wanted to give you credit because you did a good job when it comes to the editing part of that video. And then the next video is what if Mario was the villain of the story, and it's gonna be a really cool. It's a cool concept. It's like a Nightmare on Elm Street when Mario comes up behind you with the glove and just high fives you instead of gonna scratching you. But yeah, stay tuned for that.
I'm scared.
You're scared.
I'm scared.
You're scared. That is
release that at Halloween.
Right? Halloween? Right?
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. That is gonna do it for the Topic Podcast today. We had a wonderful time.
Always
talking about Mario Wonder. Hope you guys had a great time as well. And we will see you in the next adventure here at the Topic Podcast. But before we let you go, we have 2 very important things that we need to let you know. We can't let you go without these things, okay? Because they're so important. They're vital. Okay. Number 1, Joshi J, take it away. Number 1.
Never give up. Don't do that.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
I see you trying. Don't even go there. Don't go.
No, you can't give up.
And number 2, Paul, take it away.
Journey on.
Journey on. It sounds like something you'll hear at SeaWorld. Journey. But yeah, journey on. All right, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Have a great night, guys.
Good night.
I'm looking at the streaming even now.